Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into a very specific day in the world of AI, January 17th, 2025.
Right.
And we've got an interesting mix of sources, a presidential farewell address, a study on AI tutoring, some news from the tech giants, even a robotic cheetah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so we'll be exploring both the advancements, the challenges, and the ethical concerns surrounding AI. So let's get started.
All right.
Okay, so let's jump right in with President Biden's farewell address.
Okay.
Seems like he had more to say than just goodbye.
Yeah, it's true. In his address, he actually compares the rise of AI to Eisenhower's warning about the military-industrial complex. A pretty powerful comparison, right?
Definitely. And leaving office, it really adds weight to his words.
Absolutely. He's basically saying that AI has the potential to be just as influential and potentially dangerous as the military-industrial complex.
Interesting.
It's a call for responsible development.
Okay, so on one hand, we have this warning about the potential downsides of AI. But then we also have stories like the success of AI tutoring programs. It feels like a mixed bag.
It is, and this World Bank study on AI tutoring is a great example of how AI can be used for good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the program combined AI with teacher guidance, and it showed really significant improvement in student learning, particularly in English, AI literacy, and digital skills.
And it was particularly effective for girls who are falling behind.
Yeah, they found that personalized learning and immediate feedback from the AI played a key role in the improvements.
So that's a great example of how AI can be used to bridge educational gaps.
Exactly.
But as with any powerful tool, there can be missteps. What happened with Apple and their AI news summaries?
Yeah, so they tried to use AI to provide quick summaries of news articles, but it really backfired.
How so?
Well, the AI started generating inaccurate and misleading headlines, which led to complaints from major news organizations like the BBC and the Washington Post.
So basically, it damaged public trust.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've seen some of the challenges of implementing AI responsibly.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of the exciting advancements. What about Microsoft's MatterGen?
Oh, Mattergen is really interesting.
What is it?
Well, it's basically a generative AI platform that can design new materials with specific properties.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing. Imagine being able to create materials that are stronger, lighter, or more efficient than anything we have today, all thanks to AI.
And how does it actually work?
Well, it uses something called a diffusion architecture, which allows it to generate the types of atoms in a material, their precise arrangements, the overall structure.
So instead of scientists having to experiment in a lab, the AI designs the optimal material on a computer.
Exactly.
That's incredible. What kind of impact could this have?
Oh, the potential applications are huge. Imagine like new materials for renewable energy, more efficient and durable,
Yep.
or developing new drugs with fewer side effects.
Interesting. So Microsoft is making waves with MatterGen.
Yeah.
But what about Google? They're not just sitting still, are they? What's this about their Gemini AI platform?
Yeah, well, Google's aiming to onboard a massive 500 million users to their Gemini platform by the end of the year.
Wow.
So it seems like they're really trying to position Gemini as the go-to AI platform for everyone.
So the competition in the AI space is really heating up.
Oh, definitely.
Speaking of competition, let's not forget about the potential for misuse of AI. Remember those fake images during the LA wildfire?
Oh, yeah, that was a scary example of how AI can be used to spread misinformation, especially during a crisis.
Right, and it brings us back to President Biden's warning in his farewell address.
Absolutely. We need to be mindful of AI being used for malicious purposes.
And develop safeguards to combat that.
For sure.
So we have this incredible potential for AI to solve problems and improve our lives.
Yeah.
But we also had these real concerns about its misuse and the ethical challenges that come with it.
It's a complex landscape for sure, and it's one that's rapidly evolving.
Definitely.
Well, it seems like there's a lot more to explore in this world of AI advancements and the concerns they raise.
Definitely a lot to unpack. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how AI is impacting almost every aspect of our lives these days. From the news we consume to the materials that make up the world around us.
It's true, and as we kind of go further into this deep dive, we're seeing how those impacts can be both positive and negative.
Right.
Remember how we were discussing Apple's challenges with their AI news summaries?
Oh, yeah. It was quite a stumble for them.
Well, they've actually taken another step.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out they've completely disabled AI-generated news notifications in the latest beta version of their iPhone software.
Wow. So they're really trying to prioritize accuracy and rebuild trust with their users.
It makes sense considering the potential damage that inaccurate news can cause.
Right.
They're acknowledging that even with the best intentions, AI can sometimes fall short, especially when you're dealing with something as nuanced as news reporting.
It's a good reminder that AI is still a relatively young technology, and there's a lot of learning and refining that needs to happen.
That's a great point. While some companies are grappling with the challenges of AI implementation, others are focusing on making AI more accessible to everyone.
Right.
Have you heard about DeepSeek's latest move?
Yes, their new cross-platform mobile app with the V3 model is making waves, offering free access to their AI assistant with web search and file processing capabilities across both iOS and Android is huge.
It really is. It seems like they're trying to democratize access to powerful AI tools,
Yeah.
which could have a profound impact on how people use and interact with technology.
It'll be interesting to see how that strategy plays out for them.
Yeah.
So far, we've seen AI being used in education, news, and even material science.
Mhm.
Are there other areas where it's making a big impact?
Absolutely. One area that's particularly fascinating is geospatial data. It's a field where AI is proving to be incredibly valuable.
Okay.
There's a company called Jamgatech that's doing some really innovative work in this space. They're combining the power of geographic information systems with AI. Yeah, GIS, to deliver what they call instant actionable intelligence.
Okay, that sounds impressive, but can you break it down for me? How does AI enhance something like GIS?
So essentially, they're using AI to analyze vast amounts of data collected from various sources, including texts, photos, and geolocation data.
Wow.
And the AI can then identify patterns and provide real-time insights and recommendations.
So it's like having an AI-powered analyst who can pinpoint the most relevant information.
That's a great way to put it. They're focusing on organizations involved in urban planning, disaster response, and environmental monitoring.
Interesting.
So imagine being able to use AI to predict traffic patterns,
Yeah?
optimize emergency response routes, or even track the spread of pollution.
The possibilities are pretty incredible.
Sure.
But with all this potential, do you ever worry about the unintended consequences?
Oh, it's definitely something to consider. As AI becomes more sophisticated and integrated into our lives, we need to be vigilant about potential unintended consequences. It's like any powerful tool. It can be used for good or for ill, depending on the intentions of those wielding it.
It seems like we've been exploring two sides of the same coin today.
Uh-huh.
On one side, there's the incredible potential of AI to solve problems and improve our lives.
Right.
But on the other, there are very real concerns about misuse, unintended consequences, and the ethical challenges that come with this technology.
It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
And it's one that we need to navigate carefully as we move forward.
So it's not just about developing amazing technology.
Yeah.
It's about ensuring that technology is used responsibly and ethically to benefit all of humanity.
Well said.
I think this deep dive has really highlighted that AI is no longer a futuristic concept.
Yeah.
It's here now, and it's rapidly changing the world around us.
For sure.
But where do we go from here? We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. Presidential warnings, breakthroughs in education and material science, the race for AI dominance, even the potential for misuse. It feels like AI is everywhere.
It really is. It's woven into the fabric of our present, and we're just scratching the surface.
So where do we go from here? What does all this mean for us moving forward?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think a crucial first step is staying informed.
Yeah, being aware of the latest developments, both good and bad.
Exactly. And it's not just about awareness, it's about being part of the conversation. We need to be having these discussions about responsible AI development at every level, from government policy down to our own individual choices about the technology we use.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but engagement is key. We can't just passively accept whatever the future of AI holds. We need to help shape it.
Absolutely. And that brings us to a final thought for you, our listener. Given the rapid pace of AI development and its potential to reshape our world, how can you contribute to ensuring that AI is used for good?
It's a great question. It reminds us that the future of AI isn't predetermined. It's something we're all actively shaping. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of AI on January 17th, 2025.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration. We hope you found it insightful.
We encourage you to continue exploring the world of AI and participate in those crucial conversations about its development.
Until next time, stay curious.